what's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing a semi-unboxing, even though I've already unboxed it, but basically an overview and a review on the FitTrack Dara scale, or Smart Scale, rather. So what to kind of know about this FitTrack Smart Scale. So it's been around for a little while. Luckily last year during the Black Friday they had this new, or at least a limited edition, I don't know if it was new or not, but a limited edition version. Instead of getting white, you would get black. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the unboxing experience as I found it new. So I've had it for a couple months now, and as you can see, it was fairly well packaged. You get your Smart Scale setup, and then finally you have your scale itself. I've already put batteries in here since I've used it for a while, but it's as simple as just, you know, undoing this cover and calling it good. So, I mean, it's pretty nice. It's definitely not resistant to footprints, since that should be what is going on here. All right, so the overall design, the footprint, if you will, for this is relatively small. So if you've got like extra big feet, then it's probably not going to be the scale for you. But then you have some rubberized feet on the back, so that way it's not going to slide all around as you're stepping on it, or at least hopefully not. And then finally we've got the 4 sensors. So let's talk about kind of what this thing is supposed to do. So let's talk about what's on the back of this box, since this is basically where all your criteria that's going to get transferred over to your phone, and basically what it's calculating for when you step on the scale each and every single time. So of course you've got your weight. Since it's a scale, that's probably a good thing that it's in there. BMI, body fat percentage, muscle mass, hydration level, bone mass, BMR, visceral fat, protein percent, body age, weight control, standard weight, body fat, weight without fat, muscle mass, protein amount, and then finally obesity degree. So the app is called FitTrack. It's pretty simple, but essentially this is exactly what it looks like right here. So yeah, overall, and it says right here, 17 different types of measurements that it's going through. So we just went over each one of those. Essentially for this, like, super easy to set up. You go in, you download the app, and it's all right here, the instruction book. But you download the app, you make sure that you have batteries put inside of your Dara scale, and then finally you sync the scale up to the app within the app. So really, really simple design, simple setup. It takes, you know, maybe a couple minutes, as long as you have your batteries already ready and you've already downloaded the app. So overall, not bad. So let's talk about this thing a little bit. So one of my biggest gripes for this scale is the fact that, yeah, you can use it as a normal scale on a daily basis, especially if you don't have your phone with you. So what I mean by that is, if you step on this and you're like, okay, cool, yeah, it's gonna take its reading, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? That data is not gonna send to your phone unless you have the app open. I see that as a big downside, because most of the time when I'm stepping on the scale first thing in the morning, the last thing that I have right next to me is usually my phone. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, and I'm just like, okay, cool, well, I guess I'm just gonna use this as a normal scale today. And to me, that's a big downfall to this product. Is like, you know, it's supposed to basically like help you out with your healthy lifestyle, and it does. It gives you all your measurements, but only if you have the app already up on your phone and ready to basically take your measurement. It would be nice if you could just step on it and it would send it directly to it. But anyways, enough about that. Let's talk about some of the things that I've seen in comparison to say like in-body scales, which are, you know, thousands of dollars, as opposed to something that's a lot cheaper. So one thing that I will say is like the body fat percentage, as well as like the standard age weight, or what is it, your standard weight. That's it. Yeah. So standard weight, and then body age is what it is. But body fat percentage. So the body fat percentage that you're getting from this scale is not completely accurate. It's a good idea, it's a good estimate, but if you want something a lot more true, you're gonna need to step up and spend, you know, quite a bit more money. All right, so yeah, so body age, basically, like, from my understanding, is it takes every single one of these measurements and just is like, okay, you're older than you are, you're younger than you are, or you are the age that you should be based off of all these different measurements. So that's kind of good to see, especially if, you know, for me, the first time I stepped on it, I was a year older and I was like, okay, we need to start dialing back a little bit. And luckily now I'm back at my age that I should be. And then finally, standard weight. So, probably one of my least favorite things on this is standard weight, because it makes me feel like I'm doing something wrong. So essentially what standard weight does is it takes your age, your height, and whether or not you're male or female, and basically says, hey, this is how much you should weigh no matter what. Now, genes play a whole lot into it. If you're into bodybuilding, that's gonna play a lot into it. And you're gonna see something on standard weight where it's like, okay, even if you're at, you know, 4 to 6% body fat, but you have a lot of extra muscle, it's gonna tell you that basically you're not at the standard weight. So I just basically kind of don't even ever look at the standard weight, because it's, you know, it's something that's, I don't know, I don't think should be a full factor. But if you want to know like what your standard weight should be, if you took everything else out of the equation, then that's kind of a good baseline to be like, oh, okay, maybe this is what I should weigh. Anyways, and another one that I don't really look at a whole lot is also hydration level. So essentially, like, I'm gonna know my hydration level because I've got the Hydrate Smart bottles. If you don't know what the Hydrate Smart bottles are, well, lucky for you, I've got some out there, so I'll be sure to put those in the description below. So be sure to go check those out. They're pretty fantastic, in my opinion, to make sure that you're always hydrated. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's a pretty nifty scale for the price, especially if you get it on sale. If you want one of these, like, go get one. Again, I don't know if they're gonna have it in this gray / black. I'm gonna call it black because it looks black. But anyways, yeah, overall good quality design and basically features on it. Again, it's not the most reliable for scales, especially if you're trying to get all this different data and stuff. That is going to be left to like way more expensive products. But yeah, so that's going to take care of this unboxing / review of the Dara scale. If you've used it before or know someone who's used it before, let me know what you thought of it or they thought of it in the comments below. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.